has had more ups and downs than Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson's relationship. Losers of 3 straight and a narrow 2-point lead over Ottawa for the final Eastern Conference playoff spot. Let's see if things change. Florida doing what most teams have done to the Bruins this year, score first. Jimmy Hayes sneaks it past Tuukka Rask. Panthers up 1 after the first period. Late in the second, Bruins showing some life. The puck finds Patrice Bergeron on the power play. He sneaks it home. His 20th of the year, game tied at 1. Tuukka Rask, he would sell his soul to keep the Bees' playoff hopes alive. Look, here he is making a full extension save. Look at the effort again. Tuukka standing on his head. And then in overtime, a 2-on-1 for the Panthers. What would be denied by Tuukka and the stick. Send it to a shootout. In the shootout, Rask absolutely helpless. The Panthers scoring their second chance. Ryan Spooner can't answer, and Florida wins 2-1. So with the loss and the overtime win for Ottawa, the standings look like this. The Bees with a 1-point lead on Ottawa. The Senators with 83 points, while the Panthers, who picked up 2 points tonight, are now just 4 back. And now for some baseball. Entering today's spring training game, the Red Sox had lost 6 of 8. But their season isn't lost because, well, making progress, getting into good condition and health are more important than wins right now. But that's only something you say when you're losing spring training games. Can the Sox continue to win while making progress? Pitcher Wade Miley's breaking ball certainly helps. Here's another invitation to sit down a Pirates hitter, and he politely obliges. Swing and a miss, strikeout for Miley. In the third inning, Gustavo Nunez. Better luck next time, buddy. A solid outing for Miley. 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. At the plate for the Sox, Rusty Castillo follows up his 3-run home run day with a 2-for-3 day, highlighted by this triple off the wall. Wouldn't even have to get his jersey dirty. A standing triple for the rookie. He's getting hot at the right time. And in the same inning, Allen Craig, the man with 2 first names, singles up the middle, driving in Castillo. The Sox would go up 1-0, but they go on to tie because, yeah, you can tie in spring training. 2-2 is the final. Sox are 9-8 in spring training. Kentucky taking on Cincinnati for a chance at the Sweet 16. First half, Wildcats down 1 until Willie Cauley-Stein drops the hammer and the Cincinnati defender. Kentucky up 7 at the half. Bearcats keeping it close in the second, down by just 5 until Andrew Harrison from the corner. 4-3. Kentucky looking good, looking like a team trying to be the first team in NCAA history to go 36-0, and it helps when the other Harrison to an Andrew with the and one layup. Kentucky would go on to win 64-51, improving to 36-0 on the season. They'll be in the Sweet 16. And the Revolution in their first home game tie Montreal 0-0. They're now 0-2-1 on the season, and the Celtics are at home tomorrow versus the Pistons. Tip-off at 6 p.m. Watch out for the little guy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kissimmee, Florida at Astros camp. I'm Mike Lucas. We spoke with Astro General Manager Jeffrey Luhnow earlier today. He spoke to us about what makes Jose Altuve so good, and it could be because he's been defying the odds his entire career. This is the moment thousands of Patriots fans have been waiting for. As I speak, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the rest of the Patriots will storm the streets in the only way they know how, in duck boats. Think of all the things that have happened since April 16th. Something that hadn't happened is a 76ers win, until Wednesday at least. Philadelphia beat the Timberwolves, which were playing without 2 of its top 3 scorers. Had the Sixers lost, it would have tied the 2010-2011 Nets for the most consecutive losses to start a season. The rivalry between Boston College and Syracuse doesn't get nearly as much attention as the Iron Bowl or, say, the Egg Bowl. But don't tell that to the players on these teams. To them, this is the Super Bowl, and both teams came out fighting for the win. Well, no, but really. A bat is a baseball player's livelihood.
That's your weapon, it's your everyday work.
But not every bat is made the same. Ashwood had been the most common type of bat.
The Ash's advantage is that it's got flex to it, just like a golf club. You come through and it's bending back and it whips forward at the point of impact.
Then 18 years ago, Maple wood bats burst onto the scene.
Maple came along, it's harder than Ash, and the growth lines are the same strength as the rest of the wood, so it doesn't matter where you hit the ball on the bat.
Now the company B45 is trying to change the bat game.
Our company brought a new species of wood to Major League Baseball, yellow birch.
Maple wood is strong and firm, ash is flexible, but Kramer says the yellow birch wood used in the B45 bats combine the best of both worlds.
Our company hypothesized that the yellow birch, which is a provincial tree of Quebec province, would make for a better bat because, knowing the fibers of the bat, it could be made as hard as maple but have flex like an ash bat.
All-star catcher Jonathan Lucroy and Boston Shane Victorino are two players who have made the switch to yellow birch.
Everybody has their own opinion on what a bat should feel like, but for me, it's about controlling the barrel, having a good feel, and understanding that that's the thing that I go to work. That's my bread and butter.
This year, more than 30 major leaguers will use B45 bats, which are similarly priced to maple and ash bats. For WEBN, I'm Mike Lucas.
The Patriots team motto all season long has been do your job. And now, with one game left to go between them and the Lombardi Trophy, it's changed ever so slightly. Now, it's finish your job. That's exactly what the Patriots plan to do next Sunday against the Seahawks. The pitcher-catcher relationship in baseball is one of the most important in the entire game, and Pittsburgh's newly acquired backstop Francisco Cervelli is already making quite the impression on his new staff. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, only one can hold the title of the best number 12. We pick it up late in the first quarter, and what Bobby Shmurda is to the Shmoney dance, Aaron Rodgers is to the Packers. That's Richard Rodgers' 32-yard touchdown, no relation between the two. Pack up 13-0 early. But Tom Brady and the Patriots, they're a resilient bunch. Brandon Bolden takes the handoff, bounces off a few tackles, and finds pay dirt. New England cuts the lead to 6. But as Stephen A. Smith says, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Jordy Nelson across the middle. Turbo thrusters on full blast. And he scores. Packers take a 23-14 lead into halftime. But the second half, that's where stars are born, and Tom Brady is one of the brightest. A perfectly thrown ball to Brandon LaFell makes this a one-score game, his second touchdown grab of the day. On their ensuing possession, Brady drops back with a chance to take the lead and is brought down by Mike Neal. On fourth down, Stephen Gostkowski misses the field goal, and the Patriots would not see the ball again. Neal celebrates. Packers fans, they're happy. Tom Brady, he's not. And Aaron Rodgers wins his first game against the Patriots 26-21. Death, taxes, and the Patriots dominating in December. Not much is guaranteed in life, but these three seemingly are. Brady, Belichick, and the Pats have owned December, which is a big reason why the team has won 10 of the last 11 AFC East titles. Brady is 45-7, and Belichick is 51-9 in the 12th calendar month. Belichick's December record is the best in the NFL among coaches with one team.
Baseball games are taking longer than ever, and new MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred is doing everything he can to speed them up.
Let's face it, if you're a family or if you're on a date, whatever it is, a 2-hour and 30-minute game is more appealing than sitting through a 3-hour and 30 game.
The new rules include limiting on-field meetings and fining players who step out of the batter's box. They're even experimenting with a pitch clock in the minors. However, not everyone has noticed the change.
Oh, I don't even pay attention to it. I only have looked at it once.
It's not necessarily the pitchers who are holding up the games, though. A lot of times it's the hitters taking a break between every pitch. A possible solution is, you know what, the clock's at 0, you're free to pitch. And if the batter's not in there, the first time a pitcher throws a strike and now all of a sudden the count's 0-1 and the batter hasn't even stepped in the box, that problem will be eliminated by itself. The batter will be in the box and be ready.
Major League Baseball may be trying to speed the game up, but most players and managers don't think these new rules will have much of an impact on the game itself.
It doesn't affect me that much. In between innings, I warm up pretty quick, and I don't tend to really take my time in between pitches.
Really, the biggest change you see is in between innings with just the clock and being able to get out on the field quickly, which, it's not changing the integrity of the game, which is a good thing.
Over the past 5 years, the average length of a baseball game has increased by almost 20 minutes. But those working at the ballpark don't seem to be the ones complaining.
I think the people that are worried about the pace of play don't go to the games very often. The people that are here every day, the players, the umpires, the managers, the coaches, and the broadcasters, we like being at the ballpark.
If all goes according to plan, Manfred's new rules could be in the major leagues next season. For WEBN, I'm Mike Lucas.
The Raiders were so excited after finally winning a game, they thought the season was over. Seriously, Oakland suffered a 52-0 beatdown that made even the proudest Raider fans want to hide under paper bags. This was the NFL equivalent of Alabama playing an FCS school to start the season, but even that FCS school would have put up a better fight than the Raiders. As Ohio State prepares for the Big Ten championship game, they'll be doing it without one of their own. Costa George, a senior defensive lineman, was found dead on Sunday after being reported missing Wednesday. He was found in a dumpster near campus, and officials say it was the result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Carajor's mother says her son suffered multiple concussions and is often confused.
If the 2014 season was a test drive for the instant replay rule, players and managers say it was a step in the right direction.